The Paragon of Man, Smoke Pit Fairy Tales Part 3, Chapter 13, Hank and Penelope. I walked into my kitchen and put a pot of water over the stove until it was hot. I took it outside with a towel and washed myself off. I got as much blood out of my clothes as I could and sat on the bench by the fire pit, smoking my pipe until Penelope got home. I made sure to keep my hair back so my face could be seen clearly. She walked out of the woods in the back where she and I used to take our strolls. When she saw me, I stayed seated and pulled off the bandana. She stared at me with a confused gawk. I stared back. After a minute, she sat on the other end of the bench. Her gaze didn't change. She looked at me as if she was trying to figure out whether or not she was being tricked. I figured that she didn't know whether to believe it was actually me or not. And after a long silence, I finally spoke. Most women wouldn't be able to bear to be off their husband after that long away.
Most people aren't married to you.
I could tell she didn't quite believe it was really me sitting there.
And if you were really him, you would look a bit older.
All right, well, if it's going to be that way, I'll just sleep on the couch.
No. You made your bed. You can sleep in it, just not in my room. It's been moved to one of the guest rooms.
An explosion of anger erupted out of me. I jumped up and yelled, "Bitch, who moved my fucking bed? I built that goddamn thing with my bare fucking hands. I planted the fucking tree we use as a bedpost. I drove all the way down to fucking Barstow to get the damn rocks for the base, and I hand-carved that fucking headboard inlay. You could have sold my guns, or my car, or my fucking guitar, but you're telling me you destroyed the bed I made for you on our fucking wedding night? There's no fucking way to put that damn thing back together. The goddamn bedposts were living fucking trees planted in the ground." In the same movement, she exploded with tears and tackled me to the dirt. Penelope squeezed me with every ounce of her strength. She planted her lips on me. I embraced her back as she cried.
Don't be cross with me. Don't be upset or mad. Because I didn't grab you the moment I saw you. I thought I knew that you were gone forever and I was going to have to spend the rest of my life alone. There's been so many other people that have tried to get with me, but you're the only person who knows anything about that bed. Ginny hasn't even been in that room, but you knew.
Her tears poured onto my face. I couldn't hold mine back and I wept with her. I flipped over her and ran my lips across hers. She unbuttoned my blouse and ran her hand over the blue diamond tattoo on my chest. My body was overwhelmed with euphoric bliss. I had missed her touch so badly it physically hurt. As I pressed my face to the ruby's she-called lips, Penelope unfastened my jeans and pulled out my...
Hey everybody, what's up? How you doing? Hey, so this isn't the end of the chapter, I don't think. But I do gotta cut some stuff out so that I can put this on YouTube, because what happens here is a clear and blatant violation of YouTube's community standards, so it has to be removed from the video. Now, if you think about it, Hank and Penelope haven't, talked since the beginning of the last book, and in universe, it's been about a few years. So they're doing the this thing, and YouTube does not like talking to you or showing you the this thing unless you already have 1 million followers, in which case you can do what you want. This is what actually nuked my last channel. We were at about 1,000 followers at fucking chapter 15 of the first book, and YouTube just deleted my channel for putting it on air. So look at us now. Yay, thanks. Anyway, if you want the full unedited thing, the ones that go on Patreon aren't edited. Neither is this book if you just get it on Audible. And this book is on Audible, so, that's a thing. All right, back to the story.
I stayed all the way in for a few seconds, and she kissed me again.
I love you.
I said, "I love you too," without taking my lips off hers, and pulled away. We collapsed on the grass and held each other until we passed out.
All right, well, there really wasn't much to that one, was there? This whole chapter was just a bone session, so there's that. I'd like to thank the cast, which was just Diane Spencer, I think, who's a fucking champ. I always feel awkward editing these chapters like this. Well, both editing them and, actually sending out the scripts and reviewing them. Because, when you're writing it, you're like, oh, yeah, smut, get it. But then when you're, cutting the actual script up and, sending it out and getting it back, it's like, oh, I'm the pervert. Cool. Neat. Although I think everybody that's involved in these thinks it's as silly as I do. There's a lot of laughing in the bloopers and credits and shit. I don't know why I said credits. I meant bloopers. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And thank you, Patreon people, where, again, if you want the uncut version of this, it's up on Patreon. And over on Patreon, I put these chapters up as I go over there. So I think we're on, chapter 9 or 10 of the next book over there on Patreon. So that's going. And those go up, as soon as I'm done. That's where, they're on a schedule weekly over here. I'd also like to thank everyone that's gotten a war chest. And that's either the first 6 of these books in an ammo can or the second 6 of these books in an ammo can. This series is 12 books long. We got some time left. And it's got stickers and cards and patches and stuff. And then, I put a pin in the map for, when it gets mailed out. It's a good time. I'm going to go over some comments here in a minute from the last video because I think that's what we're going to start doing now. I'm getting enough traction on these videos to where the comment section can be implemented as content, and that's what we're going to do. But before that, I did say something last week or the week before, and I've gotten some people have DM'd me about it over on Instagram about starting to do cons or conventions or whatever. Go set up a booth and be like, hey, look, I got some books and I got some art and shit. Here's some patches, buy some merch. That kind of thing. I'm gonna have to pause this video and go take a shit. But anyway, we got one coming up in November that I'm planning on going to. Thinking about going to. I'm planning on going to. I'm not going to give you a hard yes or no yet, but I am doing the preliminary fucking shit on seeing on whether or not it would be feasible, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what I'll need to bring, and then if I can afford it, and then if I think it'd pay off. It's kind of hard to find a good number yet, but from what I've seen, if you're gonna take books to a convention, as a writer, I guess I would be doing. From what I understand, you want to take the amount of books that would correlate to, I guess, 0.5% of what you think the attendance is gonna be. So if there's projected to be 3,000 people there, I should take or expect to sell 30 books. So I'd have to try to figure out what I'd have to do for that, because I would think, I guess, because you don't want to take, just a few and then sell out the first day, and you also don't want to take 10 times as many as you're going to need and not sell any of them at all. So, you want a good expectation number. So I'm thinking I'd probably want to take maybe 40 of the first book and then I don't know, 3 Mark 1 war chests and then one set of all the books. And then I think also probably 30 or 40 copies of the 10th book in the series. And that's just because the 10th book also operates really well as a standalone novel. Or at least that's my train of thought on that. But then also, I'd want to take a bunch of art prints, I guess. I should have on the way coming either today or tomorrow some samples of some illustrations I've done. So it'd be this kind of thing. Trip, put a graphic here. These kind of things I've been making more recently, say in Clip Studio Paint or something, or I also got actual paintings and stuff that I'd make prints of to take to pedal there. So I gotta figure out how many of those I should take, and what I should price them at and all that. I don't want to price gouge, but I also kind of want to make my money back, because I think those tables are $200 just to get the table, and then I have to buy all the stuff that I'd take too. I have to buy my own books. Hold on. So what is that? What how much is the first book? $15-$20? Let's go high estimate and just assume that Smoke with Fairy Tales, the first one, is $20. So $20 times 40. Oh, that's $800. Huh? Really? 20 times 40? Yeah, that's 800. So fuck. So yeah, if I want to do this thing in November, I guess I'd probably have to get together about $2,000 to go do that. Which I don't necessarily have that kind of money floating around, so we'll see. I guess I should start actually painting again, because I don't know how much you guys pay attention to, or how long y'all have been around, but I used to paint a lot more. Goddamn, $2,000. Fuck. Anyway, and canvas, physical, actual, hey, look, check it out. Look, I painted this. type stuff, and that was kind of like where my, I don't want to say bread and butter was, but before I started, doing the YouTube thing, because the YouTube thing is not my bread and butter yet. We'll be there someday, I hope. We'll see how it goes. But I was painting a lot and selling paintings. I don't want to say I was making a living off of it because that'd be a little bit disingenuous, but it was good beer money. So I guess I'll have to start painting again and start knocking out a lot of them. To start, I guess, getting money together for this thing I want to do in November, to go to this con. And then with the other things, the digital art illustrations, if these prints or if these proofs come back that look good, I don't know, I guess I could start selling those on my website too. Like, I don't want to say that I'm doing a fundraiser to get money together to go to this con, but I mean, I guess that's kind of what it is. But I also kind of hate framing it like that. No, there's no kind of that. I also, really hate framing it like that. Because, where I'm at now, I don't have, huge sales over the place. It's always just kind of, trickling in, here and there. With a little spike once and again, now and again. I get a little spike in the trickle in sales every once in a while. However, without fail, absolutely every time I, hint that, hey, I kind of need some cash to go do a thing. It'd be really nice if you guys could help me out and get some cash to do a thing. I don't want you to give me money. I would like you to purchase things. Exchange, not just one way. I will provide a good or a service. Absolutely every time I fucking say, hey man, I need more cash. Either, because I do need more cash or because I want extra cash to go do a thing. The regular sales fucking flatline for a week. I mean, and that's without fail. I don't know what's up with that. I really fucking don't. I was kicking ass with the fucking war chests up until about a month ago, right? Or maybe 2 months. Fuck, I don't know. Shit, what is it? It is June. Jesus Christ, it is fucking June. Anyway, no, I was kicking ass with war chests fucking January and February, right? And then March rolled around and it was like, hey, I got invited to go do a thing out in California. Don't have the money to do it though. Because, flying to California from the East Coast is a bitch. And then I get a hotel and a rental car. So if I wanted to go do the thing, I'm gonna need $1,500, right? So if I want that, I gotta sell XYZ, whatever. So, I told the universe and my socials that, hey, listen, I gotta sell some shit. And then sales flatline, so that was fun. But you know what? On that, y'all don't want to hear me complain. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Next week, there's not a sex scene, so it's a full unedited fucking chapter. Yeah. Actually, there's some fun stuff in the next chapter, too. So tune in for next week. Here are your bloopers. I'll keep you updated on the Comic-Con convention thing. If you want to help out with that, the best way to do that's to buy something off the website. Let me know if you'd want me to make prints of these things to sell. They'd probably end up being, I have to price them, but probably end up being $30-$40. But that would include shipping, I guess. I don't know. All right, I will catch y'all soon. Have a good one. Okay, here's your bloopers if I have any. I don't remember if I do or not. All right, ciao. Wait, here's not your bloopers. I forgot to do the comment section. It's been so long that I got a new coffee. TQ Sneed 6642 says, on the edge of my seat, bathing in DEET in Camp Lejeune water, timing my wellers for this. Wellers, yes, drink up, buddy. You're gonna fucking need it soon! Or you needed it in the last episode. Chapter-sode. Fuck! Chapter-sode. Yeah, there was a lot of bang bang and blat blat in this one. Catch me with a power majiggy. That was a reference. Jarhead, Jew, 06. Who also played the kid in that episode, I believe. I think it was that chapter-sode. The guitar kid. And Sterling Archer. Rampage! Yeah, exactly. Sterling Baines, 7870. Dang, Hank had some money. XT30 rounders are expensive, lol. These things are expensive. Well, you know what? They weren't when I bought them. Yeah, but also, before World War III happened, unlike most dependents, Penelope had a fucking job, and she wasn't fat, and she didn't cheat on Hank. That's how you know this story's fiction. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Ken Atwood, oh boy, that was fantastic. Nice little slow build-up, but I didn't see that bloodbath coming. Hank's back with Penelope, fantastic. Now all we need is for Doc to come marching over the skyline. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for listening, Ken Atwood. Enjoy it while it lasts. No spoilers. The Bambi, that was horrific. Why am I smiling and laughing? Laugh my fucking ass off. Because revenge is a dish best served cold. Did we just talk about this? Whatever. Bang, bang, motherfucker. Wait, there was a lot of banging in the last chapter, and then this chapter was all banging, although I guess you didn't get to hear this one, because you can put all the violence you want on YouTube, but none of the sexy time. Black Adam, blue vein throbbers. You know, I always appreciate, like, that nice, thick blue vein on the top of, like, the left tit. Right tit? I think it's usually the left tit. I think it varies by woman. But I guess on a virescent, it would probably be more purple. You know, green skin and all. Johnny! From the moment I figured out this was an adaptation of the Odyssey, I've been waiting for Hank to start stacking bodies Vietnam style! You know, using the M14 his granddad had and brought back from Vietnam. This isn't an M14, this is just the M1A. It's also got the carbon stock. I need to get it replaced because polymer sucks. Use wood. Get wood. One day this will be a I have wood joke, but not right now. Excellent chapter, but now I can't help but wonder if Doc's been getting the bootstrap Bill treatment this whole time. Hopefully we will hear from him soon. Also, is Doc supposed to be a Watson character? Well, Doc is definitely more of the main side character, because, like, this thing is Hank's story. I don't know if he's as tag-along as Watson was. It's been a while since I've read Sherlock Holmes, though Watson was an Afghan vet, and Hank and Doc got back from their second Afghan pump right before the first book started. Hey, so the SD card on my camera's full, so we're going to have to knock this out real quick. I guess just over here. What was it talking about? Yeah, Watson. No, Doc's not a Watson type character. Maybe? I don't think so. Again, I haven't read Sherlock Holmes in a long time. Although I would like to think that between Sherlock Holmes and Watson and Hank and Doc, Doc's a little smarter than Watson is comparatively to, I guess, the lead character in those stories. Although, wasn't Sherlock Holmes told from Watson's point of view? I mean, if anything, Hank would be the Watson, right? But as far as what's going to happen with Doc, well, you're gonna have to keep listening. You're gonna have to keep listening. No spoilers. Going to need some Wellers after that one and a cigarette. What in Wednesday? These chapters are getting sexier and sexier all the time. I found out why McDonald's fries started to suck. Then I found out you can buy your own beef tallow. Either way, I've had the potato boner ever since. This is what English teachers would call a metaphor about my lack of hugs as a child from my parents. Anyway, 13 out of 10 effort. Great job, team. Thank you. That one on Wednesday. That's Steve. That's my buddy Steve Augustine. He does some voices on this. All right. Big Wiggle style. In the Smoke Pit universe, I wonder how bad Ohio got it. Lol, yes, this is a real place, and sadly I'm from it. Yeah, dude, listen, I lived in the Akron-Canton area for a little bit growing up, so I feel your pain. Also, well, no spoilers or anything, but this answer does get directly answered in the 10th novel. So, you know, read ahead or wait till then. All right. Oh, shit. Yeah. And then John replied to that. I got my foot run over by a lady on a mobile scooter in a Kroger in Dayton. Ever since Ohio and I have not gotten along. And Black Adam, probably worse than Indiana, but not as bad as Illinois. So just amp up what we got now. From Hoosierland. Hi from Hoosierland. Hi, Hoosierland. I'm personally not a fan of the Midwest in general. Like, I'm originally from Florida. I did a little bit of high school in Ohio due to family stuff, and then I turned 18 and moved to Virginia Beach because I would have been goddamned if I was going to graduate high school there. And then in my 20s, I spent between, I guess, California and D.C. when I was on this side of the lake. Yeah, and then I moved to fucking the mountains when I got out. I'm up in Appalachia now because it's June 25th. The Brits are all talking about melting in the sun because it's 78 degrees there. There was frost on the grass when I woke up this morning. I am wearing a flannel. It's the end of June. I mean, yeah, sure, the sleeves are rolled up, but, you know, still in flannel. Though I am not the flannel daddy. That's Grand Thumb. All right, anyway, enjoy the bloopers. This time for real. Okay. If you guys want to, support the channel, help me get my goal of fucking getting enough money together to go get shit to go to that con. Website's the best place to getting stuff from the website's the best place to help out with that. If not, and you just want to listen, that's fine too. Just, I don't know. Leave a comment or, say hi or, fucking share your friends or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. Or leave reviews for the books you listen to on Amazon. So, like, if you listen to the first book, go leave it a review. If you listen to the second book, go leave it a review. When this one's done, go leave it a review. Don't just hop into the first one and be like, I liked all these books. Give just like each one. You don't have to say a lot. Just like, I liked it. Boom. Whatever. Just don't tell Amazon I asked for you to do that because they tend to delete those. Because, of course they do. All right, this time for real bloopers. All right, you have a good one. Bye.
Testing the microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, the face is in the box.
Oh my god, okay. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I've just rehearsed. Chapter 13.
Couldn't hold back mine and Motherfucker, goddamn Trip, learn to speak.
I do that a couple of times.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, this one I'm going to add, kissing noises.
Penelope unfastened my jeans and pulled out my cock.
Yeah, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to try and alter the voice a bit, so you've got options.
And that's good enough for government work.
Actually, I'll use the end line from the last paragraph.
All right, Trip, here's all your weird sex noises.
Ginny hasn't even been in that room, but you knew. Oh, what the fuck was that noise?
All right, let's see if that scream worked. Fuck it.
What, Trip, are my neighbours honestly going to think? Right, I'll do that scene again. I'll start from boning in the grass.